few minutes for some people to get on here. Jason, what's up? James Kroll, how are you? What's up? I thought I was going to walk over here and show you Killdozer patches. I don't know that I have any. Josh, what's up? Ortiz, man, thank you for the super chat. How are you? Into the longest line. What's up, buddy? Mr. Ike, what's up? Tyler Mallory, what's up? Urban Widman, Lutz, how are you? Maybe not. Maybe we're out of the Killdozers. Apparently it's International Killdozer Day. I didn't even realize that. Josh C, what's up? Joshua French, what's going on? Stephen S. We had a bunch of beer and soda around back that had been out in the elements for the last 90 days or so. So I was throwing it away, and it was fucking exploding as I was moving it. So beer all over me, spoiled beer. So showered up, got some IBC totes I was taking the bladders out of. I'm going to use the cage frames for firewood. I've got a bunch of firewood in the back. The stack has fallen over. Its stack's all fucked up. So I'm going to take a bunch of that and put it in cages so we can just move it around as we want to. And then I'm going to take the bladders and cut about 1/3 of them so that I can just put them on upside down as a cap so the rain will shed off of them. Tom Garthwaite, what's up? Sleeping Beauty, yep, Josh. Wrap them tight, try to stay off your feet. I don't know what would, oh, shin splints. Isn't that a lack of vitamin C? Shin splints, doesn't vitamin C supposed to help that? I would type that into YouTube, man. I'm sure a bunch of sports med guys will have videos on that. Lance has a product you can spray on that'll actually take some of the pain away. Paul Vaquero, what's up? Man, did you guys see, if you look on Instagram, I posted a picture of this shirt, and a bunch of dudes got on there fucking talking shit, saying we stole the design and blah, blah, blah. So my suspicion is that they're in a closed group somewhere, or the company fucking sent them or something. Don't let your toes bounce off the asphalt when running or walking. Roll those calves on some roller deal. Yeah, foam roll, man, foam roll. Sakota, what's up? Steven S, what's up? Do you have all the biting gnats? No, we have stuff that does bite and sting. The last couple of years, including this year, we've got like flies that bite, which I've never had before. WEF talking about we don't need humans anymore. What up, John? Another day down in the history books. Another day we'll never get back. That's true, man. That's true. Do you have anything to show for it? Like, are you pleased with what you accomplished today? That's what matters, right? Are you pleased with it? Could you have done more? Did you have fun while you were doing it? Barden, what's up, man? How are you? And Guzman, thank you for the super chat, man. Shin splints are your muscles tearing off the bone. Rest it all. That will rest is all that'll heal it. I get bit by flies like every single day. It's because you're made of sugar. Wasp just started popping off around here. Are the biting flies you got kind of green color? No, I don't think so. Would have been cool to see the snake eat a rabbit. What snake? The snake I had the other day? It couldn't eat rabbits. And it's a water snake. It would not eat rabbits. Ann Davis, yeah, some flies bite. There are a lot of kind of flies here. You will have a wave of flies and they'll last a couple days, and then it'll be a different kind of fly. They come in waves. Finished up vintage cart, right on. Wasp. So remember, like your flies and your wasps and stuff, those pollinate plants too. Mint has tons of flies on it. There's something else I have out there too that has lots of, I think dill has tons of flies on it. Deer flies are what bite the worst around here. We have some big flies, huge flies, and those bite. Do you buy old records or other music for your collection? If so, what do you buy? I don't. I have an old Army record player that you wind up on the side, but it takes a weird speed record. It doesn't take any of the normal ones. It's something in the middle. Recent YouTube video, you grabbed a baby bunny for a snake. Josh, I don't have a clue what that is. I'll have to go look at that video, man. Maybe it was I gave a bunny to Cheddar Bob for his snake. Maybe that's what it was. I don't even have any snakes right now. 78 speed record. Cut the lawn yesterday. Came out this morning. Entire lawn was covered with spider webs. Looks like Halloween. James Ellis, what's up, bud? Got my pelter pouch. Perfect fit. Can't go wrong with multicam black. That's my favorite, it's multicam black. Built some nesting boxes for my chickens today, but forgot to make them stairs. They'll fly. They'll fly. I mean, unless they're little chickens, in which case, if they're little chickens, don't put nesting boxes in there, because what they'll start to do is they will just roost in the nesting boxes, and then it'll be full of shit all the time. Annie was asking about you just grabbing that snake, so I showed her all the old snake trailer videos you have. If anyone wants to see snakes eating, just search SOE snake trailer. Yeah, I was feeding hundreds of snakes at a time. Iridium Group, what's up, buddy? Hopefully you can make it across the border. Have you planted an avocado tree? No. Avocados won't grow here, man. We get snow and ice here. Bananas won't grow here either. Like if we moved them into a hothouse, we probably could, but I don't move trees around. Aaron Meyer, what's up? You have 2 avocado trees going. Have you ever got avocados off them? Gary Johnson, what's up, man? Come on, guys. 51 people on here, only 38 thumbs ups. Hit those thumbs ups. They're big chickens, and I noticed none were in the new boxes and thought maybe stairs were a must. Maybe I just haven't given them enough time yet. Are they laying in any other boxes? So I have a 10 by 10 coop that's got a bunch of chickens. They have a run, right? So they can run out during the day, but they get in this coop at night because I have the closet rods or the big tree branches up there where they can nest at night. And in there's probably 7 or 8 nest boxes. All of the chickens only use 2 boxes. There's never chickens in the other ones. Little but growing. Just started from seeds, right on. Medi, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you. Are you still doing the reptiles? No, I don't have any reptiles right now. Matt Robbins, thumbs up. Thanks, man. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Anything good? Get some shit done? Ever make 308 shingles? Or should I stick with my split 308? We don't make 308 shingles. Do you know why? Because the 308 mag is 3.5 inches across. What are you going to put them on? Because the pals, 2 columns of pals, is 3 inches wide, right? So if you put it there, it doesn't space. They don't space out right. I mean, we do have pouches that'll hold 308 mags, like our Rallymans will. They'll hold 2, but we don't make any singles. Yogi Sound, what's up, bud? Come on. CQB pouch will hold 2 308. No, CQB won't. Patrol Mag will, or Rallyman will not hold 2 308s. Flipping furniture, getting house ready for shoes recovery, right on. If you leave a 12 gauge micro rig loaded, will the elastic wear out over time? Yeah, over time. I mean, it's rubber, so eventually it will. I mean, we've seen guys 20 years later where our shotgun pull-out trays are still working and they've left them loaded. And then I see other guys, so I guess it just depends on environment. Maybe they're spraying them with cleaner or something. I don't know. We see dudes that leave them loaded. I mean, I have made 12 gauge pull-out trays for 25 years now. We used to do shotgun LBVs that had shotgun cards on them, and we never saw problems with them. I see rigs that are 20 years old where the elastic still works, and then I see guys that have problems, you know, after 5-6 years. So I don't know what the difference in there is, because all the material comes from the same mill. It's the same elastic we've used forever. So it's going to be an end user. And usually 90% of the time a dude has a problem, it's a dude problem. Like we've been doing this shit a very, very long time, and we've got guys, like, dudes are always like, hey, has your gear been tested? Can I test your gear? You know, I'm really hard on your shit. You ain't harder than a fucking recon Marine. You ain't harder than a fucking SEAL. You're not harder than a dude that's fucking taken the exact same gear on 10 different deployments. So it's usually a you problem. Took fighting rifle this weekend with a micro and SOE sling. Right on, Dan. Finished up 270-foot fence project we started last weekend. That's a lot of fence, buddy. Just got back from overlanding trip. Found an abandoned church and farmhouse along the U.S.-Mexico border. That's very cool, man. I think the only problem with your product is that they last forever. I bought a pouch from you 6 years ago, and they're like brand new. Yeah, your grandkid should be able to use that gear, man. Had a cheap 12-gauge belt that was loaded in storage. They all fell out. Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid. Came from like Big 5 sporting goods store. And that's a very different elastic too. That's like a knit elastic, whereas we use like a woven elastic. Here's shotgun cards right here. Whole batch of them. Jose, what's up? My 12 gauge micro rig is from 2012, still going strong. Lots of training and wearing. Had to travel behind enemy lines to Communist State, New York for my dad's memorial service. Can't wait to get the hell out. I bet, man. I bet. When you plant the new trees, are you using water bags around the base to keep them watered? No, I don't even know what a water bag is. No, I put all these new trees we just put in, we didn't even plant them in the ground. I took a bucket load of mulch, like wood mulch that had been just run through a wood chipper, and I put a whole scoop down, and then I kind of pushed it into a mound, and then I put the bucket and lifted the entire tractor off the ground, so it kind of really compressed that. And then I dug in with a shovel, took the tree out of the pot and planted it flush, right? Just completely flush, walked around the sides to stabilize it, and then just started watering. And Nick Ferguson said that the tree, because where we're planting these, it's clay and rock. We used an auger, we drilled holes in the ground to plant it in, and when it rained, it held water for 3 or 4 days. That'll let the roots out. So instead we planted it in mulch, and then I water it every couple days. I go through and just water it for a couple minutes each day, right in the center. So the roots will grow and they will chase down and root into the ground. It will stabilize itself. We all need to throw out our bad gear and get stuff that'll work. Tom, most guys' bad gear will work for them. Most guys don't use their gear. Just got my 12 gauge micro. Didn't know if you had any tips or insight on it lasting long. So temperature is an enemy to everything. If you can get away with not leaving it in the trunk of your car, I would do that. I mean, put it in when you need to, but when you don't have to, don't. Wash it like you wash dishes. Warm, soapy water. I literally use like a dish scrubber, right? Like the thing that you put soap in the handle and you just wash your dishes. I would wash it like that. Bought more food this weekend. Good. You will never wish you didn't have food, right? Same with ammunition. Same with gold, silver. Same with most. Like you're not gonna be looking at it and go, man, I wish I hadn't have bought that. I need to throw out bad gear. Okay, I've read all these comments. $77 people on here and only 57 thumbs ups. Come on, guys. Half of that 57 is not even people that are on the video right now. Why do we have to say this over and over every night? Precision metal. Yeah. Like you have never lost money buying ammunition. Even if you bought ammunition in the past when it was elevated prices, you are in a profit right now. If you'd have bought eggs and milk, think about that. Eggs and milk. If you'd have bought eggs and milk, they cost twice as much right now. If you'd have bought gasoline last year, don't you wish you'd have bought gasoline last year? Do I still have Bitcoin? Fuck yes, I have Bitcoin. Nicole, what's up? Bob Lester, what's up? I can't plant trees like that around here. Too windy. They blow over. Slowly weep out water. Hold around 15 gallons each. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. We will wish we bought things with the money in the bank. It's only going up. Yes. And it's going down in value. It's going down in price. It buys less and less. I bet there will be some good deals on boats soon. Lake's been slow with 8 gallons. Oh, I bet. Participants' email will go out tomorrow. Look for it right on Witherspoon. Hey guys, Nicole has a TikTok. Make sure you find her. What's your TikTok? Is it Living Free in Tennessee? Is it Nicole Sauce? What's the name of your TikTok, Nicole? You popped up on mine. Like I opened mine, or I got a notification that you had posted, and I didn't even know you had a TikTok. Nicole Sauce. I mowed today using $2 a gallon stored gas. Good. bear market, bull market's coming. It's a cycle. People jump ship as spins as there's a little trouble. You guys know who Bet David is? You guys know his YouTube channel, Bet David, Valuetainment? You want to hear money conversations with dudes that have millions and millions of dollars, as well as dudes that don't? You should listen to some of their stuff. If you had to pick one, what would you choose, beer or wine? I don't drink beer or wine. I don't drink either one. Brian Moreno. Yeah, that's a great channel, man. His stuff's very good. And he's got dudes from both sides of the aisle, right? He's got that little cunt on there. Like, every time that motherfucker talks, I'm like, how are you even in this crew? That dude must really bring some fucking good value. Yeah, he has great people on there, man. He does those interviews with those mobsters and stuff. He's interviewed fucking everyone. Tequila. Yeah, I like tequila. And I used to really like the darker tequila, the better. Really, I'm just on silver tequila now. And it costs less, too. That's not why. I'm just on straight silver tequila. What kind of corn kernels do you recommend to stock up on to make cornmeal? I'm not the dude to ask. I don't eat corn. I do have some corn. I have some like popcorn stored, and I have some different types of corn. You need to look up nixtamalization if you're going to be fucking around with corn. Nixtamalization. They're like you could literally live off of corn and starve to death because your body can't absorb the protein. You need to do a process to it in order to be able to utilize the nutrition in it. And I don't know if that holds true for every type of corn, but for most of them, I believe it does. Faraday bags. I have Faraday bags. I actually have a lot of Faraday bags. Somewhere in here, I'm going to come in here and be able to show you some Faraday bags, but I don't know. Here's Faraday bags right here. These are Faraday bags. Alcohol is a barter opportunity, absolutely. So the question is, if you think you're going to be doing alcohol for barter, do you save money and buy big bottles? Or do you spend way more money and buy small bottles? Because is the person you're bartering with going to trust that what you're putting in the small bottle is the truth? And if you show up with a big ass bottle of Patron and you pour him off a couple of ounces or 10 fingers of it or whatever, you've now exposed to whoever's around that you have the bigger supply, and have you set yourself up to be robbed if it comes down to barter? Questions, that's conversations you need to have. Have you guys seen alpaca stoves? They make like a stove. They make like a tabletop that has 3 of those in it. Those run on kerosene. They also make a stove that has 3 burners, and I think it has an oven in it, and it runs like 20 hours on 1 gallon. You have to boil the corn in lye solution. You can use wood ash until the outer skin of the corn is loose. That's nixtamalization. What do you think about Hamilton watches? Looking more for everyday wear, so not beating up my nicer stuff. Every time I buy something, there's no value to it, right? If you want to watch, man, get you a Seiko or get you a Lumtech. I'm seriously thinking about buying like one of those Russian watches even, just for like a beater. So the question, what are we buying it for? Like, are we buying it for end of the world? Or are we buying it just so you have something that's kind of cool? I like the automatics. The Seiko divers, whether you buy a Seiko diver from Seiko or off Amazon. You can get it all blacked out, military looking, you know, or you could go to JP's custom wrist shop, who I have 6 or 7 watches he's made, and he'll do exactly what you want, man. And you're still at like a $700 watch. So the question is, do you buy baby bottles that you can just barter, or do you buy big bottles? I bought a lot of big bottles because people I'm not going out into the court square and bartering, right? I am going to barter with people I know. And when society doesn't collapse, I still have a hell of a bar that I saved some money by buying big bottles. And a lot of times I'll buy cases. And I bought Pendleton in case Glenn Tate ever shows up. I remember you mentioned that you have a stove so powerful that it'll literally melt a pan. Do you remember what the brand is? I do. It's a Vulcan. It's downstairs. I think it's Vulcan. I paid $600 for it. Brand new. They're only like $3,000. What you want is like you hear like Wolf, right? Wolf's cool. It ain't what Gordon Ramsay's got in his kitchen though. If you buy commercial kitchen equipment, it usually costs less and it fucking works way better. I've been wearing an Invicta Russian diver for 7 years. 3 watch bands. The cap chain broke, scratched up. I buy a battery every 2 years. Great beater watch. Cool. If you don't want a Seiko knockoff, make sure to buy it directly from Seiko. Yeah, buy it directly from Seiko. Or buy it from any of the Seiko diver custom guys. Like those guys have a huge reputation. If you buy a watch from JP's wrist shop, you're gonna literally, like if you have no idea, go to his Instagram page. There is something there for everybody. And then you just talk to him. Hey, I want this. And there's like 18 different things that he custom. They're like a Lego. He just puts them together. Some of them are real science skeletons, yeah. Society doesn't collapse, you become a high-end alcoholic. Yeah. Well, I say that because of this, right? I'm 50 years old. I've never lived without power. Let me say this. I've never lived without power because it wasn't available. I've never lived with water because the system's turned off, right? I have lived without power and water out of stupid decisions or poor choices, right? But society never collapsed. And I'm 50 years old. There's always been, every few months of my 50 years of life, something that's going to end humanity. And it's yet to happen. Currently wearing a Seiko Pressage. Hard edge automatic, black ceramic. I love it, but it's showing wear too fast. So wear a G-Shock. Just wear a G-Shock. I don't like, man, I wore a Hublot every day for 3 years. Even out on 4-wheelers and shit, driving razors. And I didn't have, like, it would start to stink and get, like, stuff on it, you know? It would build up grunge. But, I mean, the only damage my watch is staining them on things. In which case, just take them off. But I don't even look at a watch. Like, when I wear a watch, I don't even look at a watch. I still pull the phone out to see what time it is. Huge debate in Korea right now. There's a small dog you ran into some guy's home, and a pit bull owned by the guy killed the small dog that went into the house. Huge debate in Korea, like actual in Korea. I didn't know they even had dogs in Korea, like as pets. I'm so far removed from Korea. But if your dog comes onto my property, that's your fucking problem. Like, I have plenty of shit here that will kill your dog when it comes on my property. That's your problem. The kittens are awesome. They're eating. They've been eating fucking more and more and more. She used to be able to feed them both off of one bottle. Now she's doing 2 bottles. What? 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 And here comes the other one running because he hears him. What? What? Hi. They love to play. They sleep all the time. Sleep, play, eat, and shit. Luminox just stopped working. Limited edition. Thought it was a dead battery, but no. I don't like the Luminox watches. I wouldn't own one. I know they've said they're the watch of the SEAL teams. Those motherfuckers were flooding those out at 1 atmosphere. 33 feet. They were flooding those things all the time in buds. I have some G-Shocks. I've got some Sun 2s. I don't wear none of that shit. I'm a dealer for LoomTech. I've got a bunch of LoomTech watches. This is a custom Seiko, and it's only custom in that you choose like the parts, right? If you don't want this shiny numbers, you can get it subdued. You want a bubble crystal or a flat crystal. You want your cap here gnarled, like you want it gnarled, cross-hatched, or lined. Like, do you want a red second hand? Or do you want a green, or do you want yellow, your hash marks? Do you want more red? Do you want less red? You can pick the shit you want. Yeah, 1,000 meter rated. But Breitling's known for aviation, right? Breitling, I've got a Avenger, one of the all blacked out Breitling. I got a couple Breitlings. Amanda's got a Breitling. Tinted a Scotch and watch event. Hublot was a great wrist strap with influenced vanilla that keeps and eliminates the smell. Yeah, I have 3 of those. I have all of those from Hublot. I think I own 5 Hublots. Love the G-Shock. I can destroy anything that keeps working. Resco, I've got a couple Rescos. Resco's in a weird spot. Resco, the price of a Resco, it's too high cost to be in like that consumer market, and it's not expensive enough to be in the higher end market. I have a Resco Red Circle 215, serial number 007. I've got a couple other Rescos also. SOE branded LoomTechs. So I've talked to LoomTech several times, and I never really get like a direct answer. I don't know who I mean, we sell a lot of LoomTechs, so I'm probably in a different position now than I was when I checked. But I don't plan to do a collaboration with LoomTech right now. If you want a LoomTech, send me a URL to the product you want, and I will quote you a price, and you will be happy with the price. And when you order it, you tell me which one you want. I will send you an invoice through email. You will pay it right then, and within 2 or 3 days, you will have that watch. I got my LoomTech from John, great watch, currently back in Ohio being demagnetized because I was playing with really big electromagnets. So what happened to it? Did it just start losing time, or did it just stop altogether? Yeah, you can't beat a Rolex. Like, if you want value right now, guys are buying watches as a store of money. Rolexes, I should say. Late wife surprised me one day with a gorgeous Accutron. Right on, man. Right on. Have you thought of adding a Volt colorway for the SOE products? I would love to see Volt. Well, yeah, I can tell you that I'm not at all thinking about that because I don't have a fucking clue what Volt is. Like, I have no idea what that even means. Volt. Who makes Volt? I have not a clue. Thing about Seiko is that they are respected in the watch world. So if that's all you can afford, you're still in the club. The thing about Seiko, and you're absolutely right, I started wearing Seikos because I realized I wear 25, 35, 45,000 dollar watches all the time, and most of my customers don't have those watches, right? So when I started wearing the Seikos, a lot of people mistake them for a Rolex, and I'm like, no, it's not a Rolex, it's a Seiko. And when we have that conversation, my customers, almost all of them can afford those watches, and it's a nice rugged watch, and you can have it like you want a black and blue one. Like Seiko makes a black and blue. You want a Hulk, they've got that. Like anything you want, they have. Like you can get that. Volt, bright green colorway, adopted by brands such as. No, I have no plans to, man. No, we do like toxic green thread. Bought my Rolex 5300. Still has labeled in the box. Currently selling for 10 to 12. Yes, they are. Gained a bunch of time, crashed hard, stuck. I knew right away the battery change didn't fix it. Got our first Holler produced Muscovy egg. Oh, that's cool. Tag is actually my tag is actually up a little too. Oh, time wise, I have a bunch of Formula Ones, and I've got some. I think I have 2 Grand Carreras. Doubled my money day date. Yep. All right, guys. Last questions, comments, anything you want to see, anything you want to discuss real fast. Who on here has a TikTok? I am on TikTok. We're putting videos up on Rumble that we cannot put on YouTube. So make sure you follow us on Rumble. It's capital SOE, Tactical Gear, no spaces. I think it's the same on TikTok. I think it's SOE Tactical Gear is who I am on TikTok as well. Omega, I've got a couple Omegas. I don't like them. Well, it's not that I don't like them. It's that when I walk in to where when I walk into where my watches all are, Omega is very rarely what I wear. I've got a Dark Side of the Moon. I've got a America's Cup Regatta. They're cool, but as far as value, I don't. What is value to you? You can get a well-respected name brand that people know at a price you can afford. Is that value, or is value? I paid $14,000 for a Dark Side of the Moon, and I would be hard pressed to get $8,000 for it right now, 4 years later, even though I've worn it only 2 or 3 times. So I mean, what are we calling value? Seven followers and all thirst traps. I don't know what that means. Can your channel be supported by signing up? Can your channel be supported by signing up? TikTok, is that what you're talking about? Or on Rumble? What are we talking about? What's the verdict on greased pigs? I don't think we're gonna do greased pigs this time. Just because we have such a huge number of other things already happening. Pimacoric scabbards? I don't know what that means. OnlyFans? No, I don't have an OnlyFans. Guess which country has tighter gun regs? I don't know. Which one? Canada? Do you still have the pink Hublot that you got from the dealer in Vegas? I thought it was beautiful. I do. Amanda has that, yeah. I bought all of our Hublots from our dealer in Vegas. What's the most I spent on one? A watch? 36,000, 37,000. Hublot King Power Ferrari carbon fiber. Unico movement. China TikTok killed my American freedom themed account. Never could get into. I don't know, man. I have a TikTok and I've got fucking hundreds of fucking friends with huge TikToks. I don't know, man. Create a new one. Not worth it to you. I don't know what to tell you. But TikTok's the fastest growing social media platform there is. When I use hashtags on Instagram, they might be used 1 million times. If it shows 1 million, it's been used 4 million times on TikTok. For business, you are very foolish. If you need social media eyeballs, you are very foolish not to use TikTok. Curious what's the most you spent. Do you still have the pink signing on YouTube? Signing on YouTube. I don't know what you mean, Chris. I don't know. You want to help us on YouTube? Like, share, subscribe, like all the normal shit, right? I'm on YouTube right now. You want to help me? Take a video while I'm take my videos and hit the share button and share them on social media. Hit the share button and send them in Messenger to your friends where it's applicable, right? If it's funny, send it to somebody that will appreciate it. If it's informative, share it in Facebook groups that you're in. Like, just put the content out there if you really, and that's for anybody, anyone at all. We have super chats on here. If you see something of value and you want to support and you like what we're doing and you're like, man, that dude spends 2 hours every night talking to us, and most people that watch can't even be bothered to hit the thumbs up button. And you want to support, you can do that on anybody's YouTube channel. A Patek or an Audemars. I went to buy an Audemars. And the dude at in Las Vegas at the Crystal, they had just opened up a boutique in there. And we went in there, and the dude was a fucking little prick. So I did not buy an Audemars. I bought 3 fucking more Hublots on that trip. The king of grease pigs are personally I prefer tag. All right, guys. What's the best way to discuss business ideas and job opportunities? We're probably not interested, man. We're probably not interested. And like, if you have to ask that, if you have to ask me how to do that, we're probably not interested. If you don't have some product that I can take and double my money on, it doesn't come through the door. If you've got some branded merchandise and you make something cool and you're like, hey, I can laser this on there, we can discuss it. If you're trying to sell me insurance or something else, not at all interested. But typically, dudes that do business, they know how to get in touch with me. And usually when a dude's like, hey, business opportunity, it's like, hey, I'm going to let you build this shit for me and I'll resell it. I sell everything we make. We don't do any OEM or anything like that. A micro rig version for scabbard rigs. Carrie, that's Drac, man. You got to talk to Drac. That's all Drac. The scabbard rig, that's his baby, man. You got to talk to him. Buy as many 5.56 mags. Yeah, It's crazy, right? You used to be able to buy, what was it, a box of 100 mags for $1,000? If you bought 100 P mags, you were getting them for $10 a piece. You guys, every one of you guys could have done that for decades. I can make Kydex for you, just about anything on the spot. Mechanical work, Homestead. Oh, you want to come work here is what you're saying, Chris? You know we're in the middle of nowhere in Camden, right? And you can do video editing. Can you shoot? Can you film? Can you film? I have several videos. It's called Help Wanted or Now Hiring. You should watch those videos first on YouTube. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Everybody have a good night. Yeah, you gotta have a good handshake. You gotta be able to find the place first. When dudes are like, "Hey, how do I get there?" You can't work here. Like you just can't get here. We put up Help Wanted, or we put up a job listing on Facebook, and people are like, "What's the starting pay?" You're already disqualified. Like the guys that get the job, they show up here. And there's tons of them. They've come from Alaska. They've come from California, come from New Hampshire, come from New York, come from Arizona. Like, you got to be smart enough to get here. Are you vaccinated? Fuck no, I'm not vaccinated. Yeah, I visited recently, was in the massage class. I'm full of ideas and expansions and do pretty much anything, kind of looking for something different. Why didn't you have this conversation when you were here then? Monkeypox results? Not you, Chris. So, hey guys, the monkeypox thing. Have you noticed how that went away? They tracked it all back to a gay club and some Grindr accounts, and it looks like there was a couple people that spread it to many people. And remember all those blisters and shit they were showing you? They weren't showing you monkeypox. When they were showing you those pictures, that was smallpox. Be aware of that. So hepatitis. Yeah, I get vaccinated every other day with testosterone cypionate and propionate. You'll mention it the next time Drac's live. Why don't you come to our Self-Reliance Festival next weekend? Drac will be here. Drac will be here making some super cool shit. Dr. Fauci with the best. Turns out monkeypox and this particular month don't mix well. All right, guys, have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.